have to restart everything. I think I'm getting spotty. Do I sound okay?
For the time being, you do.
You sound fine.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for following. Alright, I'm gonna start the broadcast.
Alright.
My stream's going already. Also, after you get it started, let me know. I gotta say something on stream.
Alright, welcome into the race here for tonight here at GC Sports. It's night number 1 of the custom side, and we're at our first playoff race here at the Michigan International Speedway. And we're ready to go. In the booth with me tonight, I've got, as always, Travis D.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
I'm here.
And I got a few guys in here for IRR tonight at Michigan. I have NASCAR Extreme.
What's going on, guys?
I have Aqua Tatty.
Hey, y'all.
And I have Duke Bob, who I think y'all will not be able to hear yet. Yep. But what you guys are looking at right now is the daily fastest laps, and that number 1 time is KB Showtime, and he's your pole sitter here for tonight. On the outside pole is...
Sorry, real quick before we get going, because I run the lobby and stuff, I want to make sure that this gets put out there. We got a couple of heartfelts here for the league. First off, Blakey T eliminated from the playoffs last night on the slider side. His girlfriend's been in and out of the hospital, so thoughts and prayers your way. And this one hits, not that the Blakey T doesn't hit close, but Rob Sheehan, y'all know him as Robbie Racing. He's had some issues going on. His daughter just got out of a open heart surgery that was success, so that's a good story. Unfortunately, his apartment, or I think they call it a flat out there in England, but it was flooded by his upstairs neighbors, so his house became filled with human feces as well as drug paraphernalia, and so he lost everything in his home and his home. So he will be unable to race tomorrow night, and so I just want to throw out thoughts and prayers from everyone here at the league for you, Robbie Racing. We love you, bud.
And indeed, it's been a tough week, and earlier this week it was you on the receiving side of prayers there, Tatty. It's been a tough week for you in terms of your health, and we continue to hope that you continue to feel better.
Thanks, bud.
And as I was saying, on this daily fastest lap here, Tatty, the guy sitting there in the 3rd spot, is your outside pole sitter. Private Patton there in 4th is going to be 3rd. B. Holcomb holds the 5th fastest time. He'll start 4th. 7th is Flash 9. He'll start 5th. And NASCAR Extreme will start 6th. He's 8th on the daily leaderboards, and he's in here with us. Same can be said for the guy starting right beside of him. It's Nuka Bob. He's 9th there on the all-time leaderboards. Just want to also mention the fact that some of these other guys on the leaderboard are guys you're probably going to see tomorrow night. Currently holding the number 2 time as Country Caliber, and holding the number 10 time as DK Brown. Both of those guys race on Thursday nights, isn't that right, Tatty?
Yes, sir.
So GC Sports holding 9 of the top 10 times here at Michigan on the daily leaderboards.
All right.
Well, Travis, what's the strategy here for tonight?
I'm not so sure he's back. He was resetting.
Ah, that's right. We'll get that from him when he gets back. But I want to hear from NASCAR. I mean, you're coming into this race only 4 points above the cut line. What's your plan here for tonight?
Stay calm for one. I mean, this is kind of like a super speedway, if you will, a lot of drafts. So stay clean. And, yeah, try to keep my nose clean, try to be there at the end.
And Tatty, you're in that exact same boat, also 4 points to the good. What's the strategy for you?
Man, you just got to keep your nose clean. Right now we only got 14 drivers. One of those drivers that's missing tonight is a playoff driver. T-Bird's not out there, so realistically, I'm 4 points to the good over a 3-truck battle on who's going to get eliminated. And so you really just got to keep your nose clean, get some stage points. That's going to be huge. There's only 4 drivers that won't be getting a stage point, so I can't let somebody win a stage and finish 10th in the stage, that I'm racing to advance, because they'll beat me by the end. So it's really just keep your nose clean and collect as many stage points as possible.
Y'all can let us know when we can join.
Yeah, I just started the timer. You got about 25 seconds.
Anyways, Travis, I was asked you a question what you were gone there. What are the keys here for tonight, you think?
Well, I think the 3 keys here is going to be, some of it's kind of the same that we've always talked about. One is going to be, some of it's going to be a little bit of fuel saving and strategy. It's going to be, like Taddy said, keeping your nose clean. It's very easy to spin out off the apron if someone, puts you down there, or if you get too many wheels on it. And then the third final thing is, again, just getting on and off pit road clean, and that's something that has been the Achilles heel of a lot of drivers on Wednesday night. So I think those 3 things are the keys to the race, and hopefully we'll see our in-race reporters make it to the next round.
Yeah, real quick on the point thing, you guys can accept, but KB Showtime getting the pole also receives a point for that, so he was 6 back, he's now only 5 points back.
I blue screen there, so you might have to say that again.
Alright, so Showtime got the pole for this race.
Hang on. Alright, you're good. You're good to say that.
Yeah, so Showtime getting the pole for tonight's race. I mean, I tried hard with the fast lap, but I got outside pole. But Showtime is 6 points out of the playoffs. He actually gets a point now for getting that pole, as playoff points just go over as regular points now. So instead of being 6 out, he's only 5 out already before we get started.
Careful, still there.
And we are coming into the chat now. We're coming into the race. I'm guessing y'all have already got going.
Yeah, looks like KB Showtime was in the lead with Private Patent. Second, third, Aqua Tatty, Bro Chase up here.
Stay right, please.
Yep, and we're in here live now.
Coming in quick.
Got B. Holcomb trying to run up there in the top 5 as well, as which are normal front guys right in the front, and a nice big 2-wide pack for the most part.
It's important to note here that none of our playoff drivers are safe. So
lagging out on stage 1, even if you're on top of the points list, could spell disaster for your championship moving forward.
So as it stands right now, it's KB Showtime in the lead. It's Private Patent there in second. It's Flash 9 in third. Fourth belongs to Aqua Tatty. Fifth belongs to B. Holcomb. Sixth is NASCAR Extreme, with Nuka Bob there in seventh. Want to grab the back half of that field there, Travis?
Yep, sure. Have B. Holcomb, then we have NASCAR Extreme, Bridges, a.k.a. Nuka Bob. We have Pico Gator with It's Your Bro Chase, Do the Do, Jose Protege, and
clear all around.
Coach Matt and 2. I'm trying to get used to that. I used to be in 2 car just yet. And then after that we have
still there.
Shackett, and we have Keith.
Right side's clear.
Shackett's a name to watch here for tonight. He won over on the slider side, got his first win of the season at Daytona in a photo finish. Highly recommend going back and watching that broadcast. It was a fun race. There at the end, anyways. A lot of single file racing last night, but we're going to have a battle here for the lead as Taddy's going to go up underneath KB Showtime off of 4 here.
Stay left.
You know, I think the scheduling was done perfect here. We the Cup Series in real life just got done racing here at the Michigan International Speedway. And now we have our custom boys over here.
Top 3, use
As Taddy goes to the lead with a push from B. Holcomb.
And that push didn't last for long, because now B. Holcomb's underneath him, and with Private Pat and Wikabog behind him.
Inside.
This looks like everybody's just trying to get whatever they can right now. So it's the playoffs, and you can definitely tell by how they're racing.
Stay high up here.
Up there on that outside lane, it's our two of our three in-race reporters up here. It's Aqua Taddy and it's the 74 of NASCAR Extreme. Both guys just +4 above the cut line. Each guy respectively 7th and 8th in the playoff standings.
Still there.
So they both need good nights here.
Nobody out back.
The guy right beside them, though, is KB Showtime, who came in to this race 6 under. He got the pole, so that makes him 5 under. But he's looking for a good night here as well.
Yeah, they definitely are looking for a good night. B. Holcomb looks like he's starting to finally pull away as we go 3 wide for second place there. And then behind that, you have Big Bob, Private Patton, and It's Your Bro Chase, who's not up in front like he normally is right now. So wondering if he's just trying to feel his truck out. And he's got his buddy, his bro, I should say, behind him. It's Your Bro Chase.
Stay high.
Now
Stay high.
it looks like we're finally getting ready to start settling down here for the long run.
Now there's still some 2 and maybe 3 wide racing here back in the back half of the top 10, but I believe everybody is still with the lead pack, with the exception of Keith, who actually locked himself into the next round on Monday nights. It was a great run for him at Daytona. Isn't that right, Taddy?
Careful, still there.
I believe so. I don't know offhand.
Yeah, Taddy's trying to focus right now. He's getting a door full right now with KB Showtime going down the back stretch.
Oh, and he's going to pinch him down close to the apron.
Clear high, bud.
Not giving a lot of room, but the 51's going to be forced to go up track. He'll lose spots to the 88 and the 18. And the 13's going up underneath him now. He's about to get freight trained, but here comes Flash 9 to help him out a little bit.
It just looks like B. Holcomb's in a league of his own right now, as everybody else is just still constantly racing next to each other. Second, third, and fourth are in-race reporters, and they are all racing second, third, and fourth. So the normal guy, again, Pete Polo, is probably with his buddies. I don't think Jacob made it tonight. So just,
Jacob did not make it in. It's just him and Jose.
Right side.
There you go.
I wonder if Private Patton's in there with him, though.
I couldn't tell you.
Still there. Stay on the bottom here. Clear all around.
So as we look at this current playoff grid, Private Patton comes in with a points lead. He's 12 points above the cut line, and Flash 9 is plus 11. I want to say that if those guys can, A, stay in the race, and B, pick up some stage points here in stage 1, they have to feel pretty good.
Yep.
We had a truck off track there. I believe that was the 2 of Coach Matt. Yeah, and it was, and he's fallen back off of this big group of cars here. As the 24 looks to the inside of the 10 there for what looks to be 9th or 10th place.
And Shackett's now trying to make some moves, trying to get underneath Bro Chase going down the front straightaway. Can't do it.
That's a guy who's going to need a lot of points.
Yeah, he is. And nothing against him, but he has just had the hardest time. He has decent first and second stages, but just has a hard time keeping it together on the third stage.
Meanwhile, your second place runner is now Aqua Tatty as NASCAR Extreme fell back there to that 5th position. Snuka Bob and Flash 9 also get around him. Riding on board with the 18 of Private Patton there in that 6th spot.
They're finally they stopped racing and started drafting, and they've caught back up to B. Holcomb here, and looks like we're going to have a fight for the lead here in a lap.
And let's get there to that view from the 38 of Billy Holcomb. Tatty's going to go to the bottom.
Careful, still there.
And it looks like he is going to bring Flash 9 behind him here. And just kind of like a miniature Talladega or Daytona, it's like 38's just going to get freight trained from here on out.
That's what it certainly looks like, but he's going to slip in there in front of the 74 of NASCAR Extreme. Still some really good racing here early. How many trucks in the race are there? Yeah, and 13 of the 14 trucks are still within striking distance of first place.
Let's see if the cream rises to the top, and we're starting to see where the cream is. It looks like right now it's like the first 8 or 9 cars.
Got the 17 of Do the Do on pit road. Is he in range to make it?
To the end, yeah, everyone can make it to the end. There's only there's 6 to go right now.
I don't know why the 17 pitted.
More than likely he doesn't have a save gear.
Oh, right, yeah. Stage 1 was a 3-lap difference between what you get for fuel and the amount of laps in the stage.
5 to go, driver.
We're going to start seeing... He'll definitely go a lap down here as he starts coming out of pit road, and more than likely Shackett, Coach Matt, and It's Your Pro Chaser all trying to save him.
So talk about this art of saving here at Michigan, Travis. A lot of guys tend to do it. It's one of those tracks where you can do it. Talk about that art of saving.
Well, the art of the saving here is if it's just one lap, I mean, basically you're just letting off early, you're not getting on the gas as much. But since this is a custom setup, night tonight and tomorrow night, what these guys can go ahead and do is they can go ahead and either run a lower rear end gear, or they could go ahead and run a lower third gear. So your fourth gear is set at 1, and it's a regular 1-to-1 ratio. What you can go ahead and do is make the third gear even taller than your fourth gear, basically making it smaller in numbers, making it a 0.8 for example. Basically what that allows is you're running less RPM, running less fuel, and you could basically run those 2 and 3 extra laps on 1 tank of fuel in this case, for example, and not have to pit during the stage.
Real quick, we're at 3 to go right now, so anybody that has to pit would have to do it before the leaders get to the white flag this next time, or the 2 to go this coming time back.
Good point, because
we got wrecking. We're wrecking. The 51's around. The 18 caught up in it. The 13. But they're all going to be able to keep it going. But the biggest losers out of this are going to be the 51 and the 18. The 18 is your points leader. They got real squirmy there off of 2.
We'll have to see if anybody decides to pit here. I don't see anyone pitting.
All right.
So 2 laps to go, so everyone, I'm assuming, is going to be able to, or at least try to make it from here.
Right side, at your bumper.
I'm not real sure what happened there.
Yeah, I wasn't on it, unfortunately. It looks like Flash 9 is in first, you have Tatty in second. Bro Chase is all the way up to 3rd place right now, or at least knocking on the door.
think the two of Coach Matt got caught up in that one as well, Travis.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people did. It's hard to tell. Everyone got so fanned
Bring
out
it down
from
pit
this
road.
one.
We're almost out of fuel. White flag.
Are we on the final lap of the stage yet, or was that
Yeah,
just two ago?
Just took the white flag.
They just took the white flag.
It's going to be Flash 9 sitting there with the lead. It's Taddy there in second. We'll see if they can get a run.
Looks like some beat 38 and a 74 out of gas. And 51 is running out of gas.
74 gets it down to the apron. A lot of guys are running out.
Flash 9 is going to be your stage winner, followed by Aqua Taddy.
That'll get the job done, driver.
And Bro Chase.
Man, saw quite a few guys just run out of gas there. And B. Holcomb, which I'm really surprised, I think what happened with him, he was out front so long, didn't have anyone drafting behind him or in front of him, and he just burned too much fuel. That's another part of the saving, is being able to stay in a draft. All right, check our stats here. So for the stage, we have Flash 9, Taddy, Bro Chase, Jose Protege, Nukabab, P-Cola, Shackett, Private Patton, KB Showtime, and Coach Matt, rounding out your top 10.
For the start of the second stage, we're going to ride on board with the second place driver of Aqua Taddy.
And this is going to be a stage, I believe, where everyone's going to have to pit at least once.
Fake news. It's 3 laps less than the last stage.
And then no one should have to pit this time.
All clear. Inside.
Now we're on board with the 74 of NASCAR Extreme. Travis, if you want to take over, I'm trying to see what we've got in terms of points here.
Alright, so it looks like right now we've got Flash 9, Bro Chase, Jose Protege, Nukabab, P-Cola Gator, Aqua Taddy. Up here is your top group, and then behind them you have Private Patton, Shackett,
Stay high.
KB Showtime, Coach Matt.
Careful, still there. Alright, clear low.
B. Holcomb's already in the back, like even behind Keith right now. Behind Coach Matt, we have KB Showtime, Do the Do, NASCAR Extreme Keith, and Holcomb. Rounding out your 14 drivers.
Still there. All clear.
And Coach Matt is coming. As the 52 crashes into the inside wall and spins out. Thankfully just by himself.
Careful, still there.
And Shackett moves Nukabab out of the way.
All clear, no pressure from behind. Left side.
Everyone wants to get to that lowest line as we're getting ready to go 3 wide for second. Caddy backs out of it.
Still there.
Actually, I got into Bro Chase a little bit in one of the corners, so I wanted to give him a spot back. I felt bad about the contact.
Nobody out back.
Oh, Shackett just puts a mean blocker. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. And that just stacked everyone up. Shackett not making any friends right now, but he doesn't need any friends. He's a maverick.
Clear and behind you.
Jose Protege right now. He looks like he's going to go ahead and try to go for this lead. And he's got it. Clearing
Stay
flash
left.
9 out of turn
Got one
number 2.
inside. All right, clear low.
And I'll be honest, I have no idea what our
All clear, no pressure
broadcast
from behind.
view is, who's looking at what now. So if you're...
I'm looking at the race leader, Jose Protege.
Okay. Just want to make sure what I'm saying is not, they're not looking at somebody else. But, so we got Jose Protege again in the lead. Flash 9 right behind him. And Bro Chase. So this is kind of what we suspected. Flash 9 and Bro Chase coming up towards the front here. And now that they don't have to worry about saving, these two guys are going to work together and probably finish 1-2 in the stage at some point.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there.
Private Patton looks like he's going to be joining that train, going in third. Caddy right behind him in fourth is Jose Protege stuck on the outside and losing
Looking outside
positions.
now.
Ooh, and Jose Protege and Caddy get into it just a little
Turn
bit.
outside, hold your line.
So if I'm doing these points correctly,
You're all clear up top.
which I think is just so, Caddy, I can add the stage points to their plus totals right now, right? Oh, we're wrecking.
Caddy's in the wall. KB Showtime's in the wall. And that...
He's around. 51's around.
Yeah, 51's around, and that was really brought on by the 10 and 13 and whoever else. There was 4 wide coming out of 4, and that just didn't work. And so Townie's in the position that he definitely did not want to be in, as he told us in the pre-race there. You know, someone in front of him, behind him, getting better stage points than another stage. Man, that just ruined a lot of people's race right there. At least for this stage. Hopefully, you can see everyone rebound in stage 3.
Hey, Taddy, I know it was a tough spot there for you, but I was just going to ask in terms of the points. Can I add the stage points to their totals right now? So say Private Patton came in plus 12. He picked up 3 stage points. So he would now be plus 15, right?
I don't know if it would be plus 15. It would be the gap of...
Yeah, you'd have to do that for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't become plus 15. Like, put them all at 0 and then say he's got 15 points. So then you would add his 3, making 18. It wouldn't make it plus at that point anymore. Does that make sense? So the guy that's in last has 6. He had 15, so he had 21 playoff points entering tonight. So I don't know. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm trying to race, not doing math.
Meanwhile, New Kebab and the 18 are side by side, going for the lead. He's kind of there by himself on the inside, but that is the preferred line here.
Oh, the 24 got into the wall into 3.
He gets in the wall. Now, you heard NASCAR talking about someone going to be sent.
And I believe that was the 17. I think the 17 almost put the 74 there in the wall.
All clear.
And that happening allows the 38 and the 00 to scoot by the 74 there.
Stay left.
Well, you know, just like Justin Timberlake said, what goes around comes around.
All
So,
clear, no pressure from behind.
if we see the 17 spinning, we'll just go ahead and look for wherever the 74 truck is.
We almost went 3 wide off of 4 again right there. We're keeping all eyes on this battle right here. It's currently for positions 9, 10, and 11, I believe, and 12.
8, 9, 10, and 11.
So this is the thing, going back to the fuel savings. So this stage is 3 laps less than the previous one, so you won't have to use the saving gear. But
Got one up top.
knowing that
You're
we are
right.
already 3 laps you know, shorts, you're kind of like right on the ballpark. If you're racing this hard, you don't have a draft, and you're not using save gear, there's a good possibility you might still run into gas in the backstretch of running with turn 3.
5 to go. 5 to go.
As Bro Chase decides to move Nuka Bob out of the way. I'm going to be honest with you, I am not looking forward to racing tomorrow because I know it's going to be heck of aggressive. And I think with my situation tomorrow, I think we're going to only have 10 drivers showing up, so we have 10 drivers shooting for 8 spots.
Well, so here's what I'll say about the points here, Travis. Only 2 guys that were above the cut line did not score playoff points in that first stage, and that's B. Holcomb and NASCAR. Both of those guys ran out of fuel. As far as the guys that were below the cut line, Shackett finished with 4 stage points, KB finished with 2, and Coach Matt finished with 1. So what I know is that there's about 5 or 6 guys, probably 5 of them with T-Bird not racing tonight. There are 5 guys there fighting for 2 spots.
Careful, still there.
That's what I do know.
Still there. All clear, all clear. No pressure from
I have
behind.
to pull up the points again, but basically what that puts in perspective here is that's going to close things up a lot. Coming into this stage, his Holcomb was +5, and he got no stage points, but Coach Matt, Shackett, and
Showtime
did. Then Holcomb is either right on the bubble or he is just 1 point above everybody else.
Same thing's got to be said, though, about NASCAR Extreme. He didn't score any stage points either.
So stage 2 and, more importantly, the final stage are going to be your deciding factors on who makes it to the next round. And one driver that we're not seeing race tonight, unless I completely missed him, I don't think he's in here, is for the second week in a row, T-Bird's not in here.
Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and already be eliminated. We're eliminating 4 drivers tonight, going from 12 to 8. So he's going to be one of them. He was already -5 coming in. So
Last lap of the stage.
he's not. Last lap?
Yes.
Time goes by fast when we're talking about points. So it looks like we got Bro Chase, Flash 9, they are racing hard together.
But here comes Patton up on the outside lane. We'll see if he gets help from Nuka Bob. As into turns 3 and 4, the 24 is going to lead off the corner, but will he lead at the line? It looks like it.
Yep, he's got it. He just did the good old Daytona Talladega maneuver where he went ahead and killed the momentum at the top lane. He's got it. Flash 9 looks like he finished 2nd.
Yep, and then Private Patton 3rd, and probably Picola 4th, Jose 5th, and Nuka 6th. Is that right?
Well, we're going to find out here.
Yeah, give me just a second.
Alright, so here we go. We have It's Your Bro Chase, Flash 9, Private Patton, Pico Gator 4th, Nuka Bob 5th, Jose Protege 6th, Taddy in 7th, NASCAR Extreme 8th, 9th is Justin Shackett, and Do the Do in 10th. As we start our final stage of the night, and I'm thinking it's going to get pretty wild.
Have a good day.
And we're
Yeah,
off,
here we
starting
go.
the final stage.
All clear, all clear. No pressure from behind.
And Caddy, this should be 2 pit stops, right?
2, 3, depending on if people start out save or not.
Stay on the bottom here. Clear to the right. Clear all around.
So Bro Chase gets away with the lead here into 3 and 4.
Careful, still there.
Just straight away looking at this, Travis, I think we can call 2 drivers safe with the assumption that they don't lag out. I think we're going to go ahead and say that Bro Chase and Flash 9 are safe, because Flash 9 so far has a stage win and a 2nd place finish, and Bro Chase has a 3rd place finish and a stage win.
Yeah, let's keep in
I'm going
mind.
to say that they're safe.
So stage wins are actually worth 11 now, not the typical 10, because you would normally get a playoff point, but because you're already in the playoff point, that just carries over as an extra point.
Correct. So I have to think those 2 guys are safe, right, Travis?
I would assume so, but again, with nobody else out of this race, I would.
Stay on the bottom here.
You got to think that 1st place to 2nd place is a 5-point gap in the final finish. So
All clear.
if you are a Bro Chase or your Flash 9 and you lag out right here and people directly behind you are on front, it might be kind of close. So as long as they don't fall below, I would say 9th or 10th place to finish this race, then they should be safe. Of course, we're still adding points for who has the fastest lap, and we won't know that until the end of the race.
So to this point, so Shackett has scored 6 stage points here tonight, and he came in -6. But the other drivers in front of him have picked up some points, and NASCAR Extreme is another driver who hasn't scored a whole lot of stage points tonight. He did pick up 3 in the last one, so just off of stage points alone, he still has Shackett beat as it stands. But the problem there is that restart there was not a great one for NASCAR Extreme, Travis, and Shackett's sitting here on the back end of this front pack, I believe.
Well, it's not over till it's over, so what we're going to have to see is, like I said, I think this is going to be 2 pit stops, and I don't think this doesn't have, really, there's no saving here, so it's pretty much you're going for 100%. So if you fall back, if you fall out of the lead pack and something happens, you better hope that the person in front of you has a bad day, because there might not be any coming back from that.
So I'm wondering how this front pack has pulled away from this 2nd pack. NASCAR, you're there in that 2nd pack. What happened on that restart? You're back there with Coach Matt and Billy and KB Showtime.
Patty, I know you're in the lead, so for this series, just for our audience, if someone, like, let's say Shackett wins tonight, even if he didn't,
It does not lock him in. No, it does not lock anyone in.
So it's purely on points, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Say that again, Travis.
So basically what we're saying is it's purely on points. It's not like the regular NASCAR playoffs where if you're Shackett and, like, let's say you're 2 or 3 points behind to win, in regular NASCAR you're in, but in this series it's based purely on points. So even if he won, if he didn't have enough points to make it to the next round, he's still out.
I gotcha. Let's take a peek at our playoff drivers as they stand, and we'll go by the current point situation, or not the current point situation, but coming into tonight. So your points leader into the night was Private Patton. He's sitting there in that 3rd position. He's picked up some stage points tonight. It's been a solid night for him. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. Our second place runner, or our second place points guy right now, is currently second on the track, and that's Flash 9. They're in the 23. He came in plus 11, 1 point behind Private Patton. And he's had a really good night. He's already picked up a stage win and has another top 2 finish, I believe. So it's been a great night there for Private Patton. Your third place in points is Pete Colligator, running there in position number 5. It's been a solid night for him. Nothing out of the ordinary. Top 5, top 10 run as always. We'll see if he's there at the end. But he's sitting there third. Bro Chase is on the back end of this pack. He's 4th in the points, plus 7 above the cut line. He's sitting there in position number 7. He also has a stage win to his name, and we like to believe that he could be safe. We're not quite sure, though. As Travis mentioned, it's all about points. But it's Bro Chase.
Left side, look ahead for me. Clear outside.
5th in the points is Nuka Bob, and I believe he is running in the 4th position. Yeah, he's running in the 4th position. They're behind Private Patton. He came in plus 6, another solid night for Nuka Bob. Stage points and whatnot, just like every other playoff driver, it feels like here tonight. 6th in the playoff hunt right now is B. Holcomb, and he's back here in the second pack. Towards the front of it, trying to see if he can run down KB Showtime, but kind of been a tough night for B. Holcomb. He ran up front for a little bit there in stage 1, but ran out of gas, and then I don't know that he scored any points there in stage number 2. No, he has not scored any stage points tonight, so that's a tough night at the office for him. So we'll see if he's able to make it through. Your race leader is Aquatati. He's 7th in the playoff grid right now. He had a couple good stages there in stage 1 and stage 2, but he's looking for a win to feel a lot better about his chances about moving on. He's also our in-race reporter. But he's running up front. He came in plus 4. And the other guy that came in above the cut line is our other in-race reporter, NASCAR Extreme. We've been talking to him throughout the broadcast. He is 8th in the playoffs right now coming into this race, but he's also back here with B. Holcomb and a couple of these other guys running in this second pack of trucks. The guy right there in front of him is the first truck that's currently out of the playoffs, and it's the 2 of Coach Matt. We're accustomed to seeing him in the number 26, but recently switched over to the 2. So he's picked up a couple stage points tonight, and we'll see if that coupled with a good finish can get him into the next round. 10th in the playoff grid is T-Bird. He is not racing tonight and will be eliminated. Unfortunately not able to make it in for tonight. 11th in the playoff grid is the 51 of KB Showtime, running back here in this second pack, and he's had some stage points tonight. It's been an okay night for him. He's picked up 2 total stage points, and he's going to need a good finish, I believe, to move on. So this second pack of trucks are going to have to figure it out. And then the 12th place guy in the standings is Justin Shackett off the win at Daytona a night ago. He's currently running in the 6th position. They're behind P. Cola. And he picked up 6 stage points tonight, and we'll see if he can find a way into this next round as he did last night over on the slider side. So that's a look at your playoff field.
Got one down low now.
Right. And I think the way that it's really starting to look right now, from everything we just talked about, I think it's the cutoff for these guys, and everybody has pretty much, as they run, as you look at it, for the most part, everybody has, gotten the same distance of points from each other. Taddy, Extreme, and Holcomb and Shackett are really the guys that are racing each other with who got so much stage points in the last 2 stages. So where they finish in the 3rd stage is going to be critical.
Yeah, and we had a change for the lead there. Flash 9 goes to the lead as Taddy drops out of line and goes back to the 4th position. They were behind Nuka Bob.
Still there.
A guy that's had a good night that we haven't really mentioned tonight is GTR Jose Protege. He's picked up some stage points tonight. Didn't quite make the playoffs. He only joined just a few weeks back on the Wednesday night side, but he's picked up a total of 12 stage points tonight. So it's been a good night for him. He's sitting right here in the 7th spot back here, or excuse me, the 8th spot. The last truck in this front pack of trucks. He gets quite the run to the back of the 10. Gets into him a little bit.
And now everyone's starting to go by private patent, it looks like, as Nicky Bob and Nicole are trying to get a run underneath of him. That patent will clear him going into turn 3.
We almost went 3 wide into 3 there with the 24, the 10, and the 87.
Pretty much this lead pack has got a very big distance over everybody else, because you have to go way back, and now Do is pitting.
Yeah, and that got that second pack of trucks all scrambled up, and the 74 of NASCAR Extreme's been able to pull away from that second group of trucks, and he's all by himself now. What happened there? Are they?
He's low on fuel,
So 52's going to be getting his time right in front of him.
2 more.
No, he's going to come right down in KB's Showtime. I don't know if KB Showtime was ready to pit or not, but the 52 did let him know that he was pitting, so I'm not sure what happened there.
And the 52 had with some issues there, as I saw. He spun, it looked like, getting onto pit road.
No, I just watched that whole thing. That's what I'm talking about right now, Clay. He motioned that he was pitting, and he was slowed down, and the 51 just grilled him coming into pit road.
51's headed for his pit stall.
He got to come and pit for gas.
23's on pit road.
And his
Buddy
pro
coming.
Chase is coming with him.
Did you hear the 74 there? Is making his way to pit road, but it's Private Patton sitting in first place with the lead currently. Aquatati sitting there in second as they go by the 51 of KB Showtime.
You're almost down to gas.
I don't know yet.
And I think some more bad news for Keith. He keeps changing what I'm watching.
Lift him.
Because of him getting sent in the pit road like that, I believe he got a speeding
Slow
penalty.
down.
Because he is just coming out of pit road now.
Oh, and Taddy, did you miss pit road?
No, I got on.
He spun out there. But,
Yeah, I got in, but I lost probably 10 seconds. It spun me out, but it still
Yeah.
counted me. So on the game, they turned me around and got me back in pit road.
Do you know if you got a speeding penalty from it?
I did not get a speeding penalty. I got slowed down to like 30 miles an hour.
We'll have to see what that means for a couple of our playoff drivers that had quite the time getting onto pit road, which was something you talked about, Travis.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like Michigan here, it's very deceptive. You think that it's nice and it's wide, and
You're
the
clear of
banking
pit road.
transition's not that bad, but then the angle from where you have pit road to the straightaway is so abrupt when you get down there. It can really mess with you. And a lot of guys will be trying to come in behind you and not realize that they need to blow up, and you sometimes end up helping break their truck or their car coming down pit road. And you see that, we've seen that before, and we're going to see it a lot tonight, I think.
Well, boy, I'll tell you what, the 24 let the 23 go, and he goes flying around the outside, but the 24 decides to pick up the 18 in the process. So looks like at some point we're going to have 3 trucks up here as the front 3.
Yep, that's exactly what it's starting to look like. And then we got a bigger pack behind them, made up of Nuka Bob, Jose Protege, Pico Gator, and Shackett. And what Shackett needs to do right now, don't race too hard. Not at least not at this point, and just stick with this crew and he might have a chance to go in the next round.
8th place. 6.5 seconds behind the leaders.
What position are you, NASCAR? 12th? What happened?
Don't rub it in, Clay.
Did you get a speeding penalty?
No. He was very
Okay.
very far back in the pack with B. Holcomb and Coach Matt and those guys, and yeah, they've broken up now and they're not even drafting, so they're going to continue to lose time to the leaders. As that group of 4 that we just talked about, they're slowly catching that top 3. But more than likely they'll catch up to them, and once they catch up to them, it'll be time to pit again, more than likely.
As we ride along board with the 88 of New Kebab.
Well, never mind. It's one pack again of 7 trucks, led by Nugabog coming in and trying to pass Road Chase here. Looks like he'll be able to.
Oh, 24 through a block. Yeah,
Oh,
24 through a
man.
block on the 87.
That was not. That could have been disastrous for Pete Cole as well as Shackett there if those 2 guys got together. Thankfully, no harm, no foul. But knowing Jose, I don't think he did not take that very well, and I would look for him to not pass him very nicely here if he gets a chance. So he goes side by side, or tries to go side by side and down the back straightaway.
I'll tell you who's not too far off this lead pack, and he had some issues getting onto pit road, but the 00 of Taddy is not far away from this lead pack. And he's pulled away from the 51. Are you reeling them in, Taddy?
Yeah, I've gained about 1.5 seconds, almost 2 seconds now.
So Taddy right now looks from just looking at the distance off the 10, he is probably about 3.5, 4 seconds behind Shackett and about 5 off the leader.
2.5. 2.5 behind Shackett.
Alright, that was close. I think it's because they are, yep, and they're racing each other. They're not. I have a feeling, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to just say it anyway, I have a feeling our top 7 are going to have an accident here before we can get to the second pit stop.
Just looking in the chat here. It's not been real active tonight, but I did see GTR Mike come in, wishing his GTR teammates a good run tonight. Say he loves seeing that RTR chassis up front. And he would be referring to the 13 of P. Cola and the 87 of Jose Protege. The
Yeah,
GTR
Gator
group.
baby. Gator baby. That's what their motto is. Oh, gotta love it.
They took 5 of the top 6 spots on Monday nights. Or, excuse me, on Monday night. English is hard sometimes. But Taddy's managed to catch up to this lead pack.
Still there.
So now we have 8 drivers in the pack. And it's...
All right, clear low.
I'm hoping that these guys will be smart enough just to work together, get through the pit road, and then,
All clear.
you know, then race their pits out. But, you know, that may or may not be the case here.
Oh, the 2 doors the 51 into the wall.
All right, clear low.
In turns 3 and 4.
Got one peeking in
I
front.
don't know if I think the 51 is in massive fuel saving mode because the 2 absolutely flew by him and doored him on his way around him. Sent the 51 into the wall.
Going to look outside.
Well,
He's
I'm
outside.
thinking that
He's outside there by himself.
Showtime has a
Left
really
side.
good fast setup, and he does not have a setup.
Speaking of fast, that 00 is fast. As he's already made his way back up to top 5 position.
There you go, Taddy.
Hold your line.
He wants, you know, he's the league owner. He wants to make sure he gets to that next round.
Yeah, as Gator Mike says, Taddy is flying. So,
Yeah.
oh, he gets a little bit of contact there from the 18 of Private
Looking
Patton.
outside now.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get sent flying here in a second. It's quite good for racing.
Stay left.
This is fantastic racing.
Trying to get back up there to his buddy.
Oh, man, Bro Chase almost through the block on the 00, but we're going to go 3 wide to the race
does.
lead.
He
There's
still
contact.
Guys clear. Nobody
3
out there.
wide, almost 4 wide. Going into turn 3. Taddy is your new leader.
They're 3 wide still. And I'll tell you who really lost out there, and that's the 23 of Flash 9. She's going to drop outside the top 5.
Yeah, he'd lost out a lot. Yeah, Nukabob lost a few spots here. So Bro Chase, Private Patton, Jose Protege, and Shacken are your top 5 as they run.
I'm going to tell you, we might have a pack of 9 trucks here in a minute because Coach Matt is on his way. And then in behind him, I believe, is the 51 of KB Showtime, who does not appear to be in fuel-saving mode anymore.
Left side. Clear left.
And behind them is the 38 of B. Holcomb. And then I believe it's back to you there, isn't it, NASCAR?
Still there.
Hey, can you guys watch the leader? I'm seeing that 87 lagging on my screen. I just want to make sure it's just my screen.
No, he's definitely lagging on mine.
Stay to your right.
Yep. He's lagging.
Looks like he's got some rubber band issues.
As he,
Fine.
Whoa, he puts
Goes to the
on
lead.
Taddy.
yes, he does.
Now, I'm sure he's just trying to use our draft, but I don't want to help him and then get lag spiked backwards.
Right. And I was going to say here, not put salt on the movement. That's first focus. Right on the bubble here. Where we're going right now.
Is the 87 pitting? He might be pitting.
No. Yeah, he's not there.
He just got real loose,
in
and
the
now he's in the
wall.
wall. Yeah.
I think he was trying to cut the draft, is what that looked like.
Tiller says, Taddy said, "Excuse me, boys, I gotta go." The 17 is on pit road.
Now the 87 might be hitting.
It's the same thing he did last lap.
I was about to say,
Bottom lane moving. Bring it down pit road.
We have his psychological.
I mean, the problem is then he's going to get rear-ended when he does go to pit because nobody's going to know he's actually pitting.
That is true.
And that's going to cause a massive wreck.
Yeah, and then I think he may have made the playoffs, but that's just going to make a lot of people angry. I mean, as especially when he's lagging.
I will say this, that lead Pat, Pack is starting to catch up to Keith. So going to be some lap traffic to contend with.
24 laps, no mistake.
Yeah, ever since Keith got rear-ended by KB Showtime there and got that speeding penalty, that's just put him in a bind, and unfortunately, just like his season, Stage 3 has not been his friend. And it looks like Taddy's signaling he is going to pit road.
He's low on fuel.
The problem is I don't know that anybody else has signaled.
He's only got 2 trucks directly
Watch
behind him,
your
which
speed,
should be
please.
okay. And looks like
Keith is pitting with him.
This is coming to 19 to go.
Ooh. So with 19 to go, that's going to be 6 laps, so everyone's going to have to pit, right?
Correct.
Yeah, everyone still has
Looks
to pit,
like-
for sure.
The 23, the 24, and the 88 are all pitting. As they're all going to get it woed up in time. It looks like the 2 of Coach Matt's going to be in there with them.
He's trying to get out of the way and nearly wrecks the whole field going in the grass. Poor guy.
Yep, and the rest of these guys are going to come and pit. Yeah, Butters, Jose is lagging just a little bit. I don't know what the status of that is now. I'm on board with him, but yeah. There's some lag.
Oh. Gonna have to watch Shackett here. He came in really hot right behind Jose, so if he got a speeding penalty or not.
I'll keep the eye on him, and we'll see if he's picked up a penalty.
Careful, still there.
See, the 74 is just now leaving pit road.
Clear low, looking inside now. Clear all around.
Looks like the 38 is in as well.
Should go ahead and round out everybody who needs to pit here.
No, he does not get a speeding penalty. He is good.
Right now. Got one outside now.
So once this cycles through, that should put Bro Chase, Caddy, and Flashlight
At
in
your
the
bumper.
top 3.
Clear high, all clear. No
Oh,
pressure
wow, the
behind.
00 almost got into the back of the 87 there off pit road. The 87 looked really tight there on the apron and kind of came up on track a little bit. That was almost disastrous, but it's the 24 that's going to hold the lead.
Yeah, 24 is going by the 52 yet again.
52's in the grass.
Left side.
Yeah, he is. And that's kind of scaring a couple drivers up
Oh,
back
the
here.
23 almost washes up into the 00 there.
Keep moving. Clear behind.
And here comes Taddy. He's going to be freight trained, and here comes the 18 up underneath him with some help from the 13.
And 2 cars that kind of broke out of that pack is Nuka Bob and Shackett. And they're going to have to try to work together to catch back up to that lead pack here. Well, and there it is. So, I was going to say sort of kind of the same thing, why they're not working together.
I don't believe that the broadcast heard that. I believe he's set to do not allow, but maybe.
I sure hope so.
Maybe.
Oh. For anyone who did hear that, we apologize.
Yeah.
I thought I was bad when I was being the race reporter, but we appreciate Nick and Bob for stepping up the game here and setting
Gator
the bar.
Mike says he heard it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Loud and clear is what he said. Oh man. Oh wow. But
Well, Nuka, it looks like he wants to work with you as long as he's in front of you. Yeah, because he's not looking like he's able to drive down as low as you can.
meanwhile, we got a change for the race lead. The 13 of Picola with some help from Private Patton. And those two are going to go to the front.
Yeah, they're definitely getting slowed up here, and so it looks like Nuka and Shackett are going to be racing each other here to the end of the race unless something else happens. Pete Cola, who has talked about not winning on Wednesdays, talked about being second a lot, talked about how he's tired of putting all this time into not winning. He's leading, and that's a big deal for him.
And the 74 is running up on the 51 here, and he's going to fly by him.
Careful, still there.
That's a position. That's for position, isn't it, NASCAR?
Nobody
That's a
on
big
that.
position for you. Who's in front of you? Who's in front of you? Billy. And I believe it's going to be... Yeah, I believe it's going to be Coach Matt in front of Billy there.
Well, hashtag all points matter.
I see Taddy and Jose are kind of falling off of the lead pack just a little bit there. Are you saving fuel, Taddy?
No, he's lagging and he keeps taking my nose off and lag spiking me, so I moved him.
I see.
Gotta do what you gotta do. How
I'm
many
not
laps
gonna
you
finish
got?
dead last because somebody lag spikes me and takes my nose off every lap. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, 11.
We are coming up to one more pit stop here. The question's gonna be, do you take 2 tires or 4 tires?
There's no more stops. There's no more stops. Everyone's gonna make it from here.
Oh, really?
Unless they didn't say fuel.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
10 laps to go.
If they didn't say fuel, then they're screwed.
Well, if 13 cars in front, knowing that Nicole is Mr. Save, then probably okay.
I don't think he had to save. Actually, I think they pit with about 17 to go, so they were able to go. I think he'd already saved all that he needed.
When the window opens.
Left side.
Well, realistic.
And Jose who's caddy at the racetrack.
For the 9th time this race that he's hit me. Sorry, frustrating.
Well, and the other thing that you got to think about too here for those watching is there's also a bit of driver etiquette in the sense that Jose's not in the playoffs, and yet he's racing hard and hurting a playoff contender. So that's not something you want to be doing.
And I think it's also added to the fact that Jose's having a little bit of lag tonight, so that just makes things all the more worse.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't make any better. That's for sure.
But we are inside of 10 to go. I believe it just took 9 to go. Is that right?
And so if you're watching the main pack, I'll go ahead and go back here and see if we can catch, let's see, here we go. Got Nuka Bob and Shackett racing extra hard with each other. And it looks like every time Nuka tries to get around them, Shackett's throwing a block on him.
And they are not catching this front pack. They continue to lose time.
They might catch Chatty, and that's going to be about it. They're not really working together, and you know, I agree with Nika. From looking at it earlier, the 88 is faster being the leader, not the follower here.
I'll tell you who's not working together anymore. It's the 18 and the 13 as Private Patton's headed for the race lead. With some help from the 24. We're about to go 2 by 2 here for the race lead. But it's Patton taking that lap. And then there on the bottom lane, it's the 24 and the 23. They're good buddies. And also up there in that front pack is Jose. It's a pack of about 5 trucks. 4 of them are playoff contenders. The 87 is the only one who is not.
And just think that not too long ago we had 8 to 9 up here, and now we only have 5 as the lead pack.
I don't think Coach Matt ever quite got up there, so I think it was only 8.
Yeah, it probably was. And they will be coming up possibly to a slower car or slower truck.
5 laps to go.
And
I can't quite tell who that is.
Should be 5 to go, I believe.
Yeah, 5.
5 to go.
If they've already passed.
I believe it's due.
Yeah, it's a black truck.
Yeah, it's a black truck, so it's got to be due.
I mean, they might catch him, they might not catch him. Probably not, but we'll see. Alright, so the question now, if you're Bro Chase and you're Flash 9, when do you make your move on Mr. Patton here?
Well, they're right up here to the back bumper of him. We'll see if they make that move as they take 4 to go here.
I'm in 6th. I'm right in front of Justin and Nika. They're going to catch me.
So
Here they come down the back stretch.
Clay, go ahead and keep it on the leaders. I'm going to go back to Caddy and Shackett now.
10-4.
This is going to be some playoff implications depending on what happens.
As will this up here.
Should have, what, 3 to go?
3 to go. Yep, this is 3 to go.
So the 10 and the 88 are going to catch Caddy here, and it's going to be interesting. I think Shackett, knowing Shackett, he's probably.
Here we go. We're making a move for the race lead. 24 is going to go to the bottom there with help from the 23, and that's not good news here for Private Patton. And Private Patton's the odd man out here because the 23 and the 24 are going to help each other. And this is 2 to go, I believe.
You're almost down to gas.
And Shackett tried to go to the high side in the back here, and he couldn't do it. Now Nico Bob, of course,
2 to go, driver.
working with Caddy right now to get by Shackett.
And it's Bro Chase that's out front.
You're clear.
We'll see if the GTR boys have a thing. That's what I was saying, is the 23 and the 24 are working together, but you got to remember, the 13 and the 87 are working together, which does not bode well for Patton.
Clear and behind you.
And Shackett almost made it 3 wide going into the 3. Thought
Get low
about
on
it.
gas. Get low on
As we're
gas.
headed for the white flag here at Michigan. With Bro Chase out in front. Does Jose, Private Patton, or Picola have anything for these front 3? Here comes Private Patton to the outside of the 23. The 23 is going to side draft. We'll see if he can cut that runoff from Patton. There's a little bit of contact down the back straightaway. We'll see what the 24 does as the 17 gets out of the way. It looks like Picola is committed to helping the 18, but the 23 is going to go to the high side. Here comes Private Patton down there on the bottom lane. Contact from him in the 23. Here comes the 18 underneath the 24. Coming to the line. And it's going to be the 24 in a photo finish. The win will go to Bro Chase, and it's going to be Private Patton there in second. I believe Picola is going to come home third. Flash 9 fourth, and Jose probably fifth.
And Shackett's going to be 6th, 7th, Taddy, and Nukabob looks like he ran out of gas right at the very last second, and he will finish 8th.
I'm out of fuel.
Let's get back here to the 74 as he's trying to make it back around. I'm not sure that you're going to make it back around, are you?
I will. I'll make it the pits, and then I'll just take the pits through there.
Well, with the way that the points are going to cycle out here, it looks like this is going to end up being needing a CPA to figure this one out. As Bro Chase is your winner, Private Patton second, Picola Gator third, Jose Protege fourth, Flash 9 and fifth. Justin Shackett having a good, strong day today, and that might be enough to get him into the round of 8. We'll have to see. As he gets 6th, Taddy 7th, Nuka Bob 8th, Coach Matt 9th, B. Holcomb having an unusually tough day, and he only got 10th in stage 3 there, and didn't get any other stage points that I can think of. Extreme 11th, 12th Showtime, 13th Keith, and Do the Do rounding out the field in 14th.
So, Taddy, if you can help us get our top 3 in here. It's Bro Chase, Patton, and Picola, I think. It's either Picola or Flash 9. Who finished third there, Travis?
Hold on, let me go back to it. Third place was Picola.
Yep. Those guys in here.
Seems to be his favorite spot. All right.
Alright, who do I gotta get? Sorry, I had to do the fast lap picture.
Bro Chase, Patton, and Picola.
Alright, gotcha.
Sorry there, Travis, I cut you off.
It's alright. I'm used to it.
What did you just add? Picola?
I added Picola.
Okay.
I don't think I'm friends with the other two.
I got the other two. I just had to get all the pictures before I could do that. Alright, cool. Catch y'all later.